I've never questioned my own ability. The way I was raised is you have to be self-sufficient. You gotta be really tough. And I am a daredevil adrenaline junkie. I always try and remind myself to pull back and do what's authentic to me. But it's not always easy to do.
All right, now you can shut her up.
Howdy.
Morning, Amy. How are you?
Good, how are you guys? Who is this?
That's Danger. Yeah, you can tie her up right there in the corner.
Danger. Are you dangerous? No, you're not. You're a sweet angel baby. My family is pretty Wild West. I like to think of my great-great-grandparents on my dad's side of the family as outlaws, and this is where they landed. Generations back, built this ranch up from the ground. On my mom's side of the family, my grandpa was the first doctor to be in Pinedale, and he took care of the ranching community for over 50 years. When my grandma Jane passed away, one of the lines that a lot of people remembered her by is, "What can we do for you?" My parents had their own outfitting business, and they would take people on horse packing trips. And those are some of my first experiences going into the mountains. Once I could walk, my parents had skis on me, and I've always wanted to go on a horseback trip and ski.
I'll probably give you Amigo.
Hey, this is my guy. Strong.
All right, Emily, I found some short stirrups.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Even though we've never met, Emily, Tatum, and I all have these shared passions.
We can put skis on one horse, duffel on the other.
We're going to ride with two outfitters, Trey and Franco, and follow the same trails that my family have built for generations. I hope that as a guide, I can bring people out into these beautiful natural landscapes, but at the same time, feel connected to my family's roots. You ready to go, girl?
That's the thing about horses. Nothing is up to you. Yeah.
Generations back in this exact place, doing this exact activity. My whole life I've dreamt of being part of that. I like this spot.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You want to help me with the panniers?
Sure. Okay. What's next, boss?
At this point in my career, I don't really go out with crews I don't know. But I fell in love with Amy's story. I value the connection with Daysher and horses, and an environment where you're not necessarily comfortable all the time.
Non-stop work around here. Let me tell you what.
Part of the reason why I was so attracted to this trip wasn't to snowboard in June. As a teenager, I worked at a modest ranch at that time. There was nothing fancy about it. And being around horses requires your full presence. It requires commitment. I just really appreciated the realness.
I'm taking it all in.
I'm gonna pass it with fork a minute.
I don't know anyone else who packs 6 miles into the mountains right here at the base of the foothills. Your ski lines are right above us. I'd say it's pretty rare. Once in a lifetime experience. I want to see girls come down that mountain.
Yeah, you could hike up there too.
Yeah.
No, I'm not hiking the top. I'll be at the bottom. I'll be at the bottom. I'll be looking up.
We definitely have a zip in our step today. I like to imagine what it was like back then. Hearing the stories of generations past on how they survived has instilled a lot of grit in me. Summer was all about preparing for winter, and then winter was about surviving winter. The snow would cover the houses out here, so they built their own skis. They needed horses and skis to survive day-to-day life, and now we get to go for fun.
When you guys go to make your turns, just kiss to them, then kick.
It's a little slippery. These horses are insane. You did so good. Thankful these guys got us most of the way up and happy to finish the rest.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, see you at the bottom. Yeah, girl. Power. Trundle.
When I was a kid, we would always do a big sledding party for Christmas. My dad and my grandpa would stack the cousins up just like pancakes on top of each other on the toboggans and then shove us down the hill. And I think that's probably where a lot of my adrenaline junkie antics started.
They came right through that little thing. Yeah! Woo! Never skied a day in my life.
I think this is gonna be pretty chill, but don't want to speak too soon. Chill is a relative term. Watch out for rocks.
There's a lot to think about when you're out here. In this darkness, you're visually not that stimulated. It allows you to attune to the space around you in such a different way.
Unreal. Yeah, so beautiful. Temperature's perfect. A little warm, but good. Wow, that cool feels good off the snow.
a lot more is allowed to come to the surface and to the light.
Seeing summer and the remnants of winter, I just had just a wave of emotion. It's been 9 years since he passed away, and I've learned over the last 9 years to try to embrace the full spectrum of human emotion. That grief and that depth of sorrow, as well as the amazing things that life does bring us.
Heck yeah. Soak her in right on time. Are you kidding me?
Gosh, we nailed it! That's amazing.
Wow, we did.
I'm stoked.
I met Hef skiing with a group of friends. I skied down and was pretty reckless and sprayed him head to toe with snow. He wiped his goggles and in his Ohio smirky accent was like, "Damn girl, I like the way you ski." We became inseparable. He didn't take himself or life too seriously. You're just so in love with someone. He passed away in a cliff jumping accident. I turned 24 the day I helped his dad clean out his bedroom. Some people might go into drinking heavily. I was self-medicating. I would do risky things to get a big adrenaline rush. He had always supported me as the biggest one that said, you should just go and try and be a pro skier.
3, 2, 1, Amy dropping.
And I was able to qualify that year for the free skiing world tour finals, but I was not in a great mental space. I was like, it's all good. I'm just gonna send it. Go bigger. Heck yeah, send it for Heffy. As I was holding on to my speed going really fast, there was a roll in the terrain that I didn't see. I had a strained C4 in my neck, broken ribs, bruised lungs. My pelvis was broken in 2 places. It really solidified the pain of losing somebody close to me and then the realization of how precious my own life is.
Riley!
Look at that charge. That looks gnarly.
That really bad crash I had was a straight line like that.
I'm glad you went for it.
Me too.
Tatum dropping.
Ow, ow!
After that, I started guiding women's retreats in the backcountry just to have a lighthearted sense of adventure and fun.
Yoo! Yoo-hoo! Yeah! Yeah! Look, you guys. A ladybug. Oh, wow.
Oh, cute.
The best ladybug in the West. Pretty rodeo, huh?
Just like any Wild West story, you see someone get bucked off their horse and they don't just lay there. You get back on and keep going.
A little spicy.
Fuck wild.
I'm feeling so good. I'm psyched to be up here.
Yeah, ladies, nice work.
That was fun. You were shredding.
Can we play cards tonight? I want to play cards tonight.
Can we drink whiskey tonight? I want to drink whiskey tonight.
When you introduce this element of horses.
That's all right.
Yeah, that looks great. Thank you.
It allows for a softness and a vulnerability to come forth. And this trip just reintroduced such a slowness.
Holy! It was fucking awesome.
Being on horseback, I'm so in tune with the moment. I'm almost in a meditative space.
Nothing's really changed about the way that people pack horses out or drawn back in time.
We all have such profound respect for the horses. Our number one priority is just keeping our horses safe. And horses are humbling. Things can go wrong in the blink of an eye.
This is a spot.
Once we got to our next camp, we looked up and saw this incredible wall of mountains.
We like the look of this. And so we were trying to figure out our approach for the next morning. And Trey was like, oh, no, I'm getting you up there on the horses. It was almost like not a choice.
Let's go, girl.
The one thing unknown was the snow level on one of the high mountain passes.
I've got butterflies.
If a horse is post-holing through deep snow, there's the chance of them breaking a leg. If they break a leg, you have to put them down. The consequence is just too high.
Okay.
We're getting in it now.
Oh. Holy. Yeah, girl.
Gripped a little.
I don't want to go any further.
Come on, girl.
Oh.
We're at an old avalanche path. We're a little nervous. Tatum?
A lot of exposure.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. Ooh. My great-grandma Ethel ran the mail route. It took 2 days each direction. She had a team of horses that pulled a big sleigh. In the winter, if there was a blizzard, whiteout condition, she would just hunker down in the back of the sleigh, and the horses just knew the right direction to go. It takes a lot to put your whole trust in a big animal. Ooh. Oh, fuck.
Come this way.
Trust your horse.
Hang on, camera.
Holy moly! Oh. I don't know about that. Okay. I got you. You got it. Good girl. Good girl. She's so good.
She's thirsty.
Ow, ow, oh. Where did he cross? All right. Good girl. And still trust won't
Turn and kick.
Turn him and kick.
Easy, baby. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. You got it, girl. We are about to hit the top. This is the coolest horse ride I've ever been on.
Definition of horsepower.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Give me this.
Growing up, my dad told me that he admired that I can just go and sit, breathe fresh air, and be content. And that's something that I try and get back to. Focusing on connecting with family roots and other people, to forget to just connect with me. When I touch the ground, I can just feel the sounds, the smells, the tenderness. Feels like I'm downloading different knowledge of something beyond. It's just a deeper understanding of what life is.
I don't think I've cried happy tears ever. I love you.
Oh, man.
That ride up was nuts.
But I don't think I was scared.
I wasn't really scared. I just was I was curious.
Okay, you guys were more scared than me. You were scared.
I don't think
I'm not afraid to admit I was scared. I was full grit. 10 out of 10. When Trey says it got Western, you know it was sporty.
You think you're a cowgirl, you think you know something about horses until you're in an environment like this. It's hard to explain to the average person just what we did. Anytime I was pent on a tight grip, which I won't buy, on the horses I was, I'd look at the other girls and they were just confident and strong, and I'm like, okay, they can do it, I can do it. There were just so many moments to be in awe. All of us really appreciate simplicity. It was one of the greatest gifts of my life.
Riding out, you can hear the canvas and the panniers rubbing against the trees and the little bells on the mules and just the footsteps of the horses on the trail. And something so simple made me feel so connected to my family's roots. But it's also this new way of doing something. I love the way that things evolve. And so finally, being on that trail, I felt like I belonged. Felt Ooh. It's been so moving. Like the littlest thing, I'm starting to cry thinking about the sound of a pack string. I don't want to sound like I'm crying the whole time.
You guys coming to the tippity top?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's rally to the top.
This is gnarly. You girls are nuts. 3, 2, 1. Let her ride.
In the middle of the night, I hear a cornfield cow cry up at the moon, no matter what
That's
sky I'm laying under. In the eye of a hurricane, when I got one foot in the grave, I'll dig my boots into the dirt, face the rolling thunder. I'm 5 generations of blazing a trail through barbed wire valleys and overgrown dales.
Emily
I'm
dropping.
barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My 4 fists are reckless and 1/5 the jack. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses. It's in the water
10 seconds.
in my
Ready to go.
I'm ready.
Amy dropping. 3.
So I'm taking care of either way.
one.
Make something out of how I made until I hit you right on glory's train. I'm 5 generations of blazing a trail through barbed wire and valleys and overgrown dales. I'm barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. I'm 4 fists are reckless and 1/5 the jack. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses.
Oh my God, yes! I'm so hard up there. Yeah. Holy.
I'm 5 generations of blazing a trail through barbed wire and valleys and overgrown dales. I'm barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. Whoa, whoa,
Better hang on.
I'm 4 fists are reckless and 1/5 the jack. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses. Wildflowers and wild horses.
Stand down, darling. Oh. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart.
So Doc was the only doctor between Jackson and Rock Springs, about 100 miles each way. Delivered babies in both of those hospitals and most points in between, as well as here. One of the best seamsters in the country.
It's true.
54 stitches right there. Can you tell? Not really, right? My family, my grandfather was a government trapper as well as did a lot of ranching stuff to get by. He built his own skis. They homesteaded here. My dad was born in a dirt floor homestead, taking care of cattle, running guests, had a hunting camp, did summer pack trips. So there's just a real vast amount of that activity that I think has made us who we are as people and made Amy who she is as an individual.